Okay, so for the fourth and final kind of type of functions, basically what we can do is studio.h. Let me just create a basic structure first. Yeah. Okay, so for the fourth and final type, what we have is we have everything kind of that is there. Okay, we will have return type also, we will have parameters also. In the earlier cases we had only no return types and we have parameters and something like that. Now in the fourth type everything will be kind of there. Okay, now the only thing over here in this type of functions that you will be doing is the processing part. Okay, you will say you will be just doing the processing. Let me just increase the size. Okay, let's see 36. Okay, and okay, you will be just doing the processing part over here. Okay, let me kind of just give you the syntax. What you will be writing, you will be writing void, no sorry, not void, you will be having some return type. Okay, you will be having some function name. Okay, and you will be having some parameters. Now then again, depending on what program you are writing, the parameters might vary. Okay, let's take the example of our addition program only. So in my addition program, basically what I'll be doing is, like, I'll be accepting the input from the user, the values which are there that will be coming in from the user, from the main maybe. Okay, and I'll just do the calculation, and after doing the calculation I'll return the result which is there, and that result I'll be printing it in the main program. Okay, so that will be the part. Now advantage of these type of functions basically will be there, like the data which is there, that any data can come. I have to just do the basic processing, and whatever the processing is there, I am returning the result, so the user might print it according to how they want it, right? I am not giving them a basic what is a template or predefined structure which is there. I am just doing my calculation and I'm returning the calculation. Whatever the user wants to do with that type, it is up to them, that user basically, right? Okay, so let's just jump on to the program. What I'll do is I'll create one for this one. Okay, fine. So suppose I want to add two numbers, right? I'll suppose I say a function underscore type underscore 4. Okay, and inside this thing, what I want to do is, suppose I create again two variables a comma b. Okay, and I'll accept those from the user. Slash n, enter first number, I'll say scan it, %d comma m %a. Okay, copy it, paste it down, second number. Okay, scan it in b. Now obvious, I'll just create and suppose say integer result, suppose. Okay, fine. Now the input part which was there, that is in main. Okay, and what I will do is I'll pass the parameters to that function now. Okay, now the function which is there, I have to create that as well. So let's create that thing. So it will have some return type also. So let's see what the return type will be. We'll specify it in some time. So I'll just say function underscore type underscore 4, and in the brackets I have two parameters, suppose say int x comma int y. Okay, and inside this thing we just create an integer, suppose say sum, and we'll say sum is equal to x plus y. Okay, and we'll simply say return the sum. So the only thing that we are doing over here is processing. Okay, we are not kind of taking the input, we are not kind of printing or displaying the result. Okay, what we are doing is this thing. As I told you earlier, this sum variable, the data type of this sum variable is integer. That's why in this section basically we'll have to write what? Integer. Okay, now when we are writing integer, that means some value will be returned from there. So that value where to capture, we'll capture it in this result variable. And once that is done, basically we'll simply say printf, suppose I'll say result is equal to %d, and I'll simply print the result. Okay, so this is your type 4 now. Okay, so now what you did is, in that function you did only the processing part. input was given to you and output was also displayed outside that function, not inside that function. Okay, fine. So this is your fourth type. So if I just say compile this thing, I'll say function type 4.c. Okay, fine. 0 warnings. And now when I run this thing, I'll be getting the same result. Then again, that's not a big deal. Okay, but the important thing is to learn or to understand how these functions are working. Okay, so this is your fourth type basically. Okay. Um, yep, I don't think so there is anything else inside that thing. Okay, fine. So these are your basic four types of functions. Okay.